Welcome to today's Tech Talks. I'm your host, and today we're diving into an intriguing tool for anyone interested in software preservation and reverse engineering, Spice86, a powerful PC emulator designed for real-mode DOS programs. Now, this isn't just your traditional emulator. It's a bridge for developers and enthusiasts to rewrite and understand legacy software when source code is a distant memory. Sounds fascinating, right? Let's break it all down. So, what exactly is Spice86? Well, it originated as a Java project and has been reimagined for .NET 8, allowing it to run on multiple platforms, including Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. But what truly excites me is how it's built for reverse engineering. Think of it as a Swiss Army knife for digital archaeology. Have you ever tried rewriting a program from scratch? It can feel daunting, but Spice86 employs a methodical divide-and-conquer approach. Let's imagine you've got a vintage game, say from the late 80s. The source code? Gone. But with Spice86, you can run this game through the emulator, which dumps out memory usage and execution flow, almost like peeking into its brain. You feed that data into Ghidra, another fantastic tool for software analysis, and voila, you begin translating those assembly instructions into C#. This isn't just coding, it's a restoration process reminiscent of uncovering long-lost art. How cool is that? Now, you're probably thinking, but how exactly do I get started with Spice86? It's surprisingly straightforward. To run an executable, you simply pop it into the command line, and with options to dump data here or there, you can set it to spit out all relevant information to the directory of your choosing. Imagine it like unfolding a well-crafted mystery, one command at a time. And let's not overlook the debugging capabilities. Spice86 hosts its very own built-in debugger, much like GDB, but tailored to make the process smoother for emulating DOS-based applications. You can inspect registers, memory, and the stack to your heart's content. It's like having a backstage pass to how old-school software operates. If you ever felt that itch to understand how games from your childhood truly worked, this is your chance. Moving on, one particularly interesting aspect of Spice86 is its ability to override existing assembly code with your own C# implementations. For every function in the original code, you can create a corresponding C# method, effectively rebuilding the program bit by bit. It's akin to replacing pieces of a vintage car with modern parts while still keeping the original aesthetic. Okay, let's pause for a second. When thinking about Spice86, I wonder, how does this change the game for independent developers or hobbyists? It opens the door to newer innovations built on retro tech. You could take an ancient game, breathe fresh life into it, or even create entirely new experiences while understanding the fundamentals of earlier programming paradigms. And for those who live and breathe coding, Spice86 offers command line options galore. These aren't just add-ons. They're tools crafted to let you fine-tune your emulation experience. You want detailed logs? Check. Need to enable expanded memory? Check. This isn't just an emulator, it's a customizable playground for the technically inclined. Before we wrap up, let's reflect on the bigger picture here. Spice86 isn't just about nostalgia, it's a way to explore and preserve our digital heritage. Software from the past isn't just a collection of old bytes, it carries stories, challenges, and solutions that defined an era. By engaging with tools like Spice86, you're part of a movement that aims to keep these stories alive and accessible. So whether you're a seasoned developer or just curious about the old ways of computing, Spice86 invites you to step into the role of digital archaeologist. Before I sign off, I'd love to hear from our listeners. Have you ever attempted to reverse engineer software